Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Gloria. So, I do apologize for not uploading for a while. I just have been relatively really busy with work and also been having slight shoulder pain. So, mostly try to rest, but also quite busy. So, aside from that, let's get on to it. So please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to get more update, more notification. Click the bell button for it. So yeah, so at the moment, everyone knows the whole drama is getting out of hand with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. I know I was being very subtle in my opinion about them. I don't want to go too deep like most channels did, but I do appreciate the honest opinions, and whether they're true or not, we will find out soon enough. But yeah, so the whole documentary that they had, honest to say, I find it really disgusting. I am simply disgusted of them. Main reason why, because even though it's not a common knowledge, but I am quite aware that South Africa, or Africa in general, their life is not of extravagance like Europe or like America, Canada, like not many of the first world countries. And I'm quite aware, like I guess you could say common sense, that it's not a safe place. Like, if you know, like, I know not everywhere is a safe place, but it's more the danger in South Africa. I'm quite aware that it's quite high, especially for women. Women are always in danger. That I have to say. Like, for example, if you go to Middle East or India or South Africa, any of those places, or even like Southeast Asia, perhaps, there's a high chance of danger for women, especially if you're not from that country. The high chances of being killed, high chances of being raped, and the amount of poverty that is in that country. But for Meghan and Harry to make a documentary not about the country itself or the people or the suffering, isn't that what documentary is supposed to be? Isn't a documentary is going to say a journey through South Africa that they are going through, the rent, and it's documentary of it, then it should be about South Africa and the issue of it. Isn't that what their duty was when they went there? And the thing is, I did not watch the documentary. Like I said, I have been really busy and I don't really have the time, but I heard loads snippets and everything is out there, how they were playing the pity party, the victimizing mentality, and then pulling the Diana card, Princess Diana card. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, sorry, mispronounced. If you're watching this, I know she's not my mother or mother-in-law, but please stop pulling that card. Please respect the dead. They be mindful. Okay? No one wants to hear it. Yes, what happened to her is sad, but don't drag it into your issue. This is your life. Okay? Not Diana's. Diana's is hers. While you are Harry and you are Meghan. No one else. No one can be another person, okay? You can only be yourself. That is reality here, okay? You can try to be Diana however you like, but in the end, you're still you, okay? And Diana is still her. So please be respectful. And I'm quite disgusted, like I said, that they use South Africa as a platform and saying that how they're having a hard time when these people in South Africa are even having a harder time surviving. They are scared to walk out on the street, scared whether they will live the next day or what the food they had to put on the table, what they're going to eat at all, or they're ever going to eat at all. So don't say that. Don't make this documentary about yourself. Yes, you want to spread awareness of how the media scrutiny is affecting you, but don't use South Africa for it. It makes you look worse. If you want to let people know how hard it is that people keep on scrutinizing you, criticizing you, then do it in your own country, in your own home. Not in South Africa, not when you're going on a tour. That is not what it's about. You are part of the royal family, and you go to South Africa to be a representative of the royal family, to spread awareness, to let people know the issue and try to improve that issue, make it better, make it a lot better, like Princess Diana did. But do it in your own way. Don't follow Princess Diana's method or path or anything. Like I said, Princess Diana is her, and you are you. Okay. And honestly, I do hope you guys will just wake up. You're adults now. I know that you're going through mental health issues, but if you want help and people give it to you and you don't take it, I think that problem lies with you. I know it takes time with people, but don't make it a public issue. Okay? So that's my rant. So what I'm going to do right now is doing a tarot reading regarding the issue, how it's going to affect the future for them. Okay. Like I said, this is just my opinion. Take it as you leave it. Whether it's true or not, only time will tell and the truth will come out. I'm not going to sympathize you. I'm not going to sympathize Meghan Markle or Prince Harry. It's just there's a time and place for this, and the place was just wrong. The timing was wrong. They should have done the rubber video back home instead of during their tour. And if you want to do a documentary, stick to the topic of the documentary about South Africa, not about them. Okay? So, how is this going to affect Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the future? Okay. So we have the Fool in reverse. That is representing them. And it's funny how the first card is one of the major arcana. And it's the Fool, no less. Usually the Fool, if it's upright, is suggested unexpected opportunities that will appear that can bring welcome changes, but it's in reverse, so there's no unexpected opportunities for them. This means that in a negative way is that people are usually afraid of making choices because they fear they might make the wrong one. You need to appreciate the potential that exists with this card. So basically, the choices that they made, they fear that they made the wrong choice, which in the whole Latin, they will know about the documentary, which I'm not surprised. What's causing them is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh, this sounds like Meghan, because Meghan is a fire sign. Wands represents Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, but it's in reverse. And when it's in reverse, this queen may be hot-tempered, disorganized, controlling, or smothering. She can be vengeful, rude, not in upfront manner, may have tendency to cattiness. This is not a good card. This card is the Two of Swords. The fact that it's the Two of Swords means that they have a choice and they could have taken the blindfold off, but they didn't because they're afraid to make the choices. That is the passage. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. Another major arcana in reverse. This is not going good. Not good at all. Because the High Priestess usually carries a message of potential that is yet unexplored or unfulfilled, but because it's in reverse, everything is just wide out in the open, because usually the High Priestess represent mysteries and secret that indicate more depth, but because in the reverse it's the opposite. What's crowning them? is the Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups usually is a good card, but because it's in reverse, so it's the opposite of it. It usually signify nostalgia, a card that will make an entrance, make you happy, satisfied. But because it's in reverse, it's not. Also, it represents the past, blast from the past issues. And it is not strictly limited to love life, but in this case, I think because in reverse, things are not going well. What do they fear? Page of Pentacles. This could be Harry, because Pentacles are earth signs, and it's in reverse. It's not happy. He's being reckless. What's going to happen? Heartbroken in reverse. Usually means upright. It is they're hurting, but because they should be able to move forward despite the heartbroken, but he's stuck. He's hurt. He's stuck in this mindset. What do they hope for, but it will not happen? King of Pentacles in reverse. Nope. What have you done, Harry? What have you done? But yeah, it's in reverse. It be someone who's extremely stubborn, blunt to a point. Sounds like Harry. That's what's Harry going through lately. He has been stubborn, being blunt, and overly materialistic or point of exaggeration, separation. You have seen it of how he speaks, how he acts. This is probably it. Things are not going good. Oh boy, this is the future. Knights of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. Just want to be aware that the Page of Pentacles is usually meant a young person or child or some of the earth sign like Harry. And usually means good news that will bring financial welcome changes into their life or financial or academic connection, but it's in reverse. Sounds like Harry. This one is the future. So in the white upright is that everyone is pleased to see this card because they're waiting for what they're waiting for has finally come through, related to their work, life, or money, or love. But because it's in reverse, it's the opposite. Nothing is going their way. Nothing's going their way like they wanted to. Outcome: 10 of Wands. Ooh, there'll be a bit of struggle. There'll be a lot of pressure, stress. As you can tell, they're struggling. Yeah. So that is the reading for them. Pretty much they're having a hard time. Things are not going smoothly as they anticipated. Pretty much the card that represents them, the Fool in reverse, it just shows that the reason behind it, that's causing it is, I'm sorry to say, is Meghan, because she is that controlling, that kind of woman, And I could tell, like, Leo tends to be really controlling. So, she's a fire sign as well. But yeah, so I do feel sorry that they had to go through this, but they had it coming. They should not have made a documentary about themselves during the African tour. They should have made a documentary about South African people instead and the issue behind it. That is what they should have done, but they didn't. So I say this is karma. Karma is neutral. So if you did something good things will happen. If you did something bad, bad things will happen to you. That's how the way it goes. I'm not trying to shade or say anything bad, but the thing is, this is how I see it, and this is the cards that pull out. The majority of the cards is in the negative position. Okay, so that's all. See you guys next time.